So, I just recorded quite a long video. I don't know if you've watched this one or the other one first, but I want to speak about the state of society nowadays. I've made a lot of Instagram reels on this, and they seem to be doing quite well. And it's the fact that people will laugh at me for going to church. People may think I'm weird that the first thing I do after hydrating and weighing myself is walk to church and pray to Jesus. People may think it's weird that I'd rather spend my Friday and Saturday evenings consuming knowledge and reading books. People think it's weird that I'd rather be faithful to my partner than sleep around and chase pleasure. We're in a society has normalized indulging. It's normalized quick dopamine. It's made delaying gratification near impossible. And that's fucking hard as a young man growing up. For any of you who may have clicked on this video and you don't know who I am, I was quite badly addicted to alcohol and cocaine. Weed was just not even a question. I would smoke it all day, every day, from the minute I woke up before I'd even brush my teeth. So for a man who came from, or a boy should I say, who came from using all them drugs and being really at rock bottom, like when I talk rock bottom, I'm talking near enough suicidal, crying in my bedroom every single Sunday and Monday, wondering why I kept repeating the same habits. And this is someone who was brought up very well, had absolutely everything that I ever needed. And it makes me kind of emotional thinking about that, because that is what was drilled into me through culture, through music, through today's normal. That's what I thought was normal. I thought I was weird if I didn't go out and drink and use drugs. And am I saying that I didn't have a good time? No. You know, I've had some of the craziest memories I'll probably ever have in my life. Crazy meaning chaotic. Police chasers, 15 car crashes, and so many more things. Getting robbed outside an ATM in Tenerife because I fell asleep, because I was drunk. Can't think of any more. But my point is, I thought I was weird if I didn't do them things. I used to look at nerds and stuff in school, if you want to call them that. I know it's pretty offensive, but nerds in school who read books and you call them bookworms, and they just go home and they have a normal life, and I thought it was cool to fucking be chaotic. And I'll tell you where that chaotic life gets you. It gets your parents more than disappointed in you. Worried that you won't come home every night. It gets almost a 7-year relationship completely finished because you'd rather choose alcohol over being with your girlfriend. Or you'd rather cause an argument so that you can go out and drink with the lads. Am I completely against alcohol? No. I think a lot of people can control it. Is it beneficial to anyone at all? No. There is no benefits to alcohol. If you want to think of one benefit, maybe you can speak a lot more confidently. Maybe it lets you let go. There isn't any benefits to it, really. As I was saying, am I completely against alcohol? No, a lot of people can control it. But for someone like me who's a young lad growing up, and all I see is people at the pub and British culture, and it's all I ever saw. It's very hard for me to understand why then that makes me end up at rock bottom crying to myself in my bedroom every weekend. Why that then ends up with me crashing 15 cars. almost losing, or I pretty much lost absolutely everything to drugs and alcohol. And people are going to say, oh, well, I don't touch drugs when I use alcohol. Fair enough, mate. And if it doesn't affect your life, then this video probably isn't for you. And honestly, like, hats off to you. If you can go and have a beer, maybe 2 beers, and come home and your missus is fine with you and everything's completely fine, I don't have anything against that. And whoever comes from my Instagram or my YouTube, I never want you to think that I'm telling you what to do. What I'm saying is, from my personal experience and many people that I've spoke to on nights out, past friends, on the internet, it can ruin a lot of people's lives. And it's force-fed to us. And it's now weird to go to church rather than go out and drink and sniff coke every single weekend. I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to convert the new normal. It isn't normal. And it shouldn't be normal. People shouldn't see it as normal. A lot of lads will think, oh, you're just a boring fucker, aren't you, mate? Like, you just sit there and read and do all this shit. What I find boring, no one wants to do. Well, actually, mate, I used to find this shit boring. Until you experience what alcohol and drugs actually do in excess. You know, they're not a joke. This shit isn't a joke. The stuff that's sat on that shelf there isn't a joke. It can ruin your life. People may think, well, why do you have it in your house? Well, thank God I don't feel that urge anymore. I can be around alcohol. I can walk into pubs. I could never walk into a pub in my life. Or let's say since I was 16, 17 and not have a beer. I feel this deep urge, this pull to chaos. Since going to AA, and I'm not going to sit here and preach AA. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. For me, it worked. And I think the reason AA really worked was because I have faith. I watched a video and it said, go into Alcoholics Anonymous looking for the similarities, not the differences. I've always been a person or a man who, I ask questions. I'm intrigued. I don't think I have it all figured out. I did. And that was the exact reason why I never grew. What took me off on that ramble? Yeah, I'm not against alcohol. If you can fucking control it, have fun, man. Like I said, I had a lot of fun drinking. A lot of fun, but it got to the point where I couldn't control it anymore. And like I said, I'd rather cause an argument and go out than sit at home. That's where I was going with that. So I couldn't sit in a pub. I had this deep urge. I had this deep pull. So anyone who thinks I'm weird now, just know that I probably came from your situation. I was this Jack the lad who thought I was the life of the party. And a lot of people probably thought, like, he's got his shit together. He's in good shape. He goes out, he parties every weekend. Like, I bet I won't mind his life. Little do they know I'm going home and crying every weekend. That's the reality, man. No one opens up about this shit. No one opens up about it. And that's why I built this personal brand, because there's many reasons I built this personal brand, but I want people to understand that you can open up. And am I this soft person who thinks, oh, you just need to, everyone's got their own problems and you just need to let them be? I don't think you do. Some of the messages my missus used to send me when I was abusing drugs and alcohol were harsh stuff, what I needed to hear. I've been to therapy, I've done all these things what followers are flowing in on Instagram. I've done all these things what I thought would help me, and I think they were all a stepping stone. I don't think there is one fix. There definitely isn't one shoe fits all. Everyone's completely different, and that's the beauty of life. We're all completely different. And we all have our own struggles. But if this message can help one person, then that makes me happy, man. And I want you to understand, if you're from, I don't want to put an age range on it, but if you're from 17 to 50, and you feel like the odd one out because you're about sick of the situation you're in now. You've been doing this lad culture, this going out, drinking, using cocaine, or getting a bag in, as I would say every weekend. I want to be here for you because I know what it fucking feels like, and it's not a joke. At the time, it's fun, and it feels like a bit of a joke, but the states I got in, I mean, it makes me emotional now thinking about it. It's hard to put myself back in them shoes because I'm now out of it. But some of them days, them hangovers, them tears, man, like, they were fucking bad. For someone to have everything they've ever wanted and want to, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but wanted to exit the earth is not normal at all. And I'm here for you guys. I don't want to ramble too much, but I hope that kind of gave you an understanding of you can have everything you've ever wanted, and if your mental health's not right, if you're abusing drugs and alcohol, it will really fucking mess your brain up. If anyone wants to reach out, I always leave you can book a free coaching call down below. I have free coaching calls if anyone just wants to chat. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm very active all day, every day on Instagram. For anyone who doesn't know me, I do coach people to help them, but I do offer one free coaching call to have a little chat if anyone needs to reach out. But yeah, I thought, what's the point of letting this go to waste? I've got out of addiction. I got into the best shape of my life. I built my relationship back from the ground, and I'm happier than I've ever been. And I want men to feel the same thing. I want men to feel so fucking happy to get out of bed in the morning, because I've gone from not wanting to wake up to not wanting to go to sleep because I'm so happy with the situation that I'm in. That's a blessing. And that's what I want men to feel. And that's exactly why I started the YouTube and built this personal brand. Don't give up. I promise you, your life can change more than you can ever imagine. I always knew that I'd get out of it eventually, or I hoped, but I never really believed it too much, to be honest. Don't give up. If you want to reach out, free coaching call down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. Appreciate you all, guys.